Hi guys, it's Nancy, and we're going to make a simple card out of some new release from the February 2024 release from Gina K Designs. We have the brand new layered carnation stencil. Again, I have said it before, these layered floral stencils sell out very quickly. So if this is something you're interested in, pause the video, go down the description, and go get them because these sell out quick. So this is, again, layered carnation. So we're going to be using that. We're going to be using the brand new Happy Birthday dies. I have a card base. I have some Passionate Pink card stock cut out to 5.5 by 4.25. I have some layering white cardstock cut down to 5.25 by 4. I have a piece of black cardstock which came out of my stash. I am going to be using some Gina K blending brushes. I'm going to be using green ink in Jelly Bean Green and Grass Green. And I'm going to be using pink inks in Bubblegum Pink and Light Orchid. And I'm going to be using the Intri-cut machine. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is die cutting my little Happy Birthday. So I have my Intri-cut and it is set to die cut. So I just have it in the middle here at 0 and I have it on die cut. Okay. So we're going to pop it open, press it in, and we're going to put our little die cut mat down first. And we're going to cut out of the black cardstock our two little shadow dies, which are Happy and Birthday. And then I just put my heavier thing over top. Okay. And all I do is roll that through. That's it. And hopefully you're subscribed to my channel because we should hopefully be seeing more of these machines come back in stock. And you can see that that has cut right through into our little cutting mat. And when I get notification that these are back in stock, I will let you guys know. So that is die cut. And then my little cheat is my little Passionate Pink is going to be my matte layer. So I want to cut my Happy Birthday out of the middle of this. So another thing you can do is you can actually put the heavier thick mat on the bottom, put my paper down, put my dies down, and cut upside down. So I can put the Happy Birthday upside down, facing up, okay? Then put my paper, I'm going to cut out of the middle of this paper, and then put my cutting mat on. So you can do it either way. Just make sure you're cutting into this mat. And then roll it through. And again, there it is. And I still get to use my Passionate Pink as my matte layer. See, it's my matte layer. Nobody's going to know. I die cut my Happy Birthday out of the center of that. I'll get my little Gina K pokey tool to poke out all the little pieces. So that's done. All right, so let's get on to stenciling. So this is going to be layered as card base. Happy Birthday. We have our little shadow layers here, so we'll glue all of this together. Let's do that. We'll have that dry while we're assembling here. Maybe a little too much glue. That makes me happy just looking at that. All right, so that's the Happy. There's my little pokey tool, poke out those little extra bits. Hey, you know what I like? That the tittle to the eye is connected to birthday. No more losing the eye tittle. Nobody likes losing their eye tittle. Okay, so now we're just going to connect birthday to the shadow. And you can just set this aside while we assemble the rest. And we're going to do our stenciling real quick. So then you just set this aside, let that glue dry. Although this glue tends to dry very quickly, and it's a matte glue, so you're not going to see all that. So set that aside. All right, let's get on to the stenciling. I had my stencil mat here. All right, this is a really easy layer stencil. You can start with your greens or your florals. I like to start with the greens because those are our stems. All right, when you got glue, flip it over. And remember, I've cut this down a little smaller so we have that matte layer. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to use a little pixie tape to hold that down. I might need to go off the page a little because these florals are a little larger. Oh yeah, this is a bigger stencil, you guys. I didn't realize how much bigger this is. We could go 5 by 7 with this. This is great because I know a lot of you guys wanted to go bigger cards. Oh no, we'll be okay. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. All right, we're okay there. Let me just bring this down. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom here. All right, so let me just swatch this on a scrap piece. I should always keep my swatches, but I just like to start. I always like to start with the lightest and then darkest. Oh, these are pretty close. All right, so this one that has the main stems I would do first. And I'm going to go in with jelly bean green and then go in with grass green. So jelly bean green is going to be our first color green. And I'm going to use the same blending brush for both. And Gina K brushes are super soft, so they make it easy. If you're having issues with your blending, dirty brushes are easier. They already have the ink in there. So once you use your brushes, I never wash my brushes, you guys. When you wash your brushes, you lose all of that ink that's already in there. So just use the same color family. Having multiple brushes makes it easier. So new brushes tend not to blend as easily as dirty brushes. So that's a little secret for you guys. Oops, I didn't put enough tape on there. So once you have seasoned brushes, it just makes it easier. So just have like color families. You can just blend off on a separate piece of paper if you're having issues with colors, but honestly, you don't need to have a new brush for every single color. That might be a little too dark here. I think I got my, nope, I did okay. All right, so this is super simple. I'm just going to blend this. And I think that's why these stencils have been selling out so quickly, is because they're easy to layer. It's easy to blend. You don't have to be super great. There's only 4 layers. There's a lot of complicated stencils out there, and these are easy to do, and that's why they've been selling out so quickly. Look how pretty that is. It did kind of wiggle there, but that'll be okay. All right, so then we're going to add the second layer, which is just a more detail layer. You can see how easy it is to line that up. You don't need any complicated instructions here. Anyone can do this. All right, got a little tape. Second color, I like to go in with a darker color to lay over the first color. So we're going in with jelly bean green. On top is grass green. It's a little bit darker. Use any inks you have. You don't have to use what I'm having, use what you have. All right, so there's my stems and my leaves. Super easy. Now we're going to go in with our florals. And remember, dye inks tend to dry back, so it might be a little lighter. If you want darker colors, go in with darker colors. Okay, same thing. You're going to go in with your bigger floral stencils first, because that's usually going to be your backgrounds. Your center flower is going to go in the middle here. That's your bigger one. You're just going to look in there and line it up. Super easy to do. The right side flower is going to go on top of that stem. The top flower is going to go on top of that stem. Pretty easy to do. So you just keep adjusting the stencil until you see the center flowers in the middle. The right flower is on top of the right one. The top one is on top of that one. Doesn't have to be perfect. Line it up as best as you can. I'm good with that right there. Boom. Okay. All right, now I'm going to grab my pink inks. I have bubblegum pink and light orchid. Again, just going to swatch them off on a scrap piece of paper. Or not, because I can't open this one. Ooh, that is dark. That is not that light. I might change my mind here, you guys. That is more of a purple, not a pink. Let's change our minds here. Why? Because we can. We can make these any colors we want. And I am not liking that color. All right, we are changing everything here. I don't like any of these colors. Ooh, that's not going my way. Okay, we're going to go with bubblegum pink and passionate pink. Changing the whole thing here. So we're going to start with bubblegum pink for our first layer. And then we're going to go in with passionate pink for our second layer. So same thing, bubblegum pink for the first layer. I'm a little off center there on my florals, but again, it's okay. And you'll notice I'm concentrating that color on the center of my flower and pulling it out on the bottom of these two flowers and pulling it upward. Okay. That looks good just like that. We don't even have to add the second layer. The second layer is just going to give it more detail, more depth. Layer that right on top. And you can see where it lines up. And then for the second layer, we're going to add passionate pink, which is just a darker, brighter. Look at that. That's it for our stenciling. Super easy. Now we're just going to layer that on top of our card. We have our happy birthday ready. We have our card base ready. Where did I move my card base to? Did I lose that already? Here it is. So again, we're going to take our Gina K tape runner. We have our card base. We're going to use our tape runner to put our passionate pink card base, and we just ran out of tape. So we're going to switch to glue. you guys how easy it is to swap that out if that happens to you. Push this little button at the bottom. Pops open. You pull this tab. That just goes in the trash. And you pop a new one in. That's how easy it is. And this is just a little rubber thing that goes in there. At the top here. It's just for your finger to hold on to. That's it. That's how easy that pops in. So easy peasy. Then our card panel goes on top. So we have that nice pink border. Now we have our happy birthday die cuts, which I wanted on the outside, but now I don't want to cover up my floral, so I think I'm going to put these on the inside now. I'm going to put these on the inside because I don't want to cover up my floral. And of course, you guys know I can't go without my disco ball sequins. We gotta add those. So while that's drying, we got these. We'll add just a couple of these. If you don't like to add a lot of embellishments, just get these disco ball sequins. They match everything. They're iridescent. They go with every color. They're simple to add. You just add an odd number of sequins in a triangle formation. They'll go on any card you do. Doesn't matter. Very pretty. Easy to do. So we're going to do a couple over here. And that's it. Easy to do with the new layering stencils. I didn't even do any stamping, just a die cut sentiment. This again is the new layering carnation floral stencil over at Gina K Designs. The happy birthday die. Add the disco ball sequins. So simple, so easy to do. The inks that I used today were Jelly Bean Green, Grass Green, Bubblegum Pink, Passionate Pink. If you are interested in any of these products, again, when Gina K does a new release, you guys, they sell out very quickly. I'll have all the links down in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you guys would subscribe to my channel. I'm very honored to have new subscribers. And keep on stamping, or in this case, stenciling. Bye, guys.